Hey guys, this is me, Amir Khan with Jeff, and I was here in New York for a few days, and I wanted to look up Jeff. You know, Jeff didn't know this, but I used to watch a lot of his videos, and I'm one of the thousands of people who has been watching his videos and learning from him. And so I was very surprised when you did that video on the Fat to Fit.
Right.
And so when I was here, I thought I should look you up and say hi. And the thing I wanted to tell you, which I told you the other day, is that you know, a lot of people think that I changed my body entirely in 5 months.
Right.
But as I mentioned to you earlier, I actually built the muscle over 2 years. And even before that, I was training for Dhoom 3 and PK. So I wasn't training for very long. But I started building the size of my muscles, you know, specifically because I was playing a wrestler. But I was also putting on fat. So in that 5-month transformation, it's actually me just cutting the fat, not building muscle.
One of the things we were talking about that I just thought would be super valuable to anybody watching. You said something about one of your approaches and mentality that you have when you're looking at a transformation down the road, right? Because you know where you got to get to from where you are right now.
Yeah.
And even though I'm saying I think you have a capacity to do it a little easier because of your past, it's a long way out there.
Yeah.
So what did you do? Tell everybody what you were doing.
You know,
I thought it was good.
So I was telling Jeff that when I started to lose weight and started to get back into shape during Dangal, I was so far gone. You know, I was so far gone that when I started the process at the end of the first week or the second week, when I looked at myself, you know, in 1 week you don't really see a change. So I was so disheartened,
right?
you know. Yeah, I was so disheartened. I was like, I'm never going to make it.
Yeah.
I've taken on more than I can chew, and I'm never going to make it. It's too difficult. I was fat, I was heavy, because when you're also overweight, everything you do becomes much more difficult to do. So I was so disheartened, and I was thinking I'm never going to do it. And the one thing that saved me, Jeff, and kept me on track was I told myself, don't look at where you're supposed to get to in 5 months. Because right now that looks so difficult. It looks so unachievable.
And we were saying deflating almost,
that
right?
You get deflated, you get disheartened, you don't want to give up.
Yeah.
And I said, let me not look at where I'm supposed to reach because it's too difficult, it's too far away. It seems impossible. Let me just look at what I'm supposed to do today. One step at a time. You know, in that Fat to Fit video, you can probably hear me saying it again and again. 1 day at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 day at a time. So don't look at your goal. Just look at what you're supposed to do today. So if you're trying to climb Mount Everest, don't look at the peak. It's too difficult. Just look at your path. Ask yourself, where am I supposed to put my next step? Just put your next step forward and look down.
Yeah.
Don't look at your destination. Just keep going. Just don't give up. Just keep going. What am I supposed to do today? I'm just going to do that. And suddenly, before you know it, and if you look up much later, you're like, oh, you know, I'm almost there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So just focus
And
on
finishing becomes so much easier.
Yeah.
Because when you look up and you look back down and you realize you climbed half the mountain already.
Yeah.
You know, or if you look in the mirror and you're like, wow, I'm actually starting to see a whole lot of changes. That becomes self-motivation.
Motivation, yeah.
Now you're able to do it. But people that make the goal, because we're always taught to create goals.
Yeah.
You know, and there is a goal. You have an end goal.
You need a goal.
But it's literally there for identification only to say that this is this, but more importantly, what is the process to get there? You know, and once the process is identified, then focusing on that process is everything. You know, and I know how meticulous you are in terms of profession as an actor. Everything for you is about preparation and mindset and everything, right? So it's extremely important for people to take that same approach to this, as if it's a long, you know, like this long-term project becomes a series of short-term, achievements.
Yeah. What is your daily achievement? What am I supposed to do today? And I think that really helped me. You know, focusing on what I'm supposed to do today and now. Stay in the now and just do that. Don't think, how will I reach there? Don't think of all of that. Just do what you're meant to do today and believe in yourself. Believe it's going to happen. And then before you know it, you're almost there. So as you can see, I'm back to my unfit state.
We all go up and down.
Well, the thing is, for me, because of the films I do and the different roles I do, sometimes I have to change myself.
Right.
But I'm now preparing, for my next film. I'm going to be shooting in about 6 to 8 months, and I'm pretty unfit right now, but I'm starting to train. I'm glad I met Jeff, and hopefully in 6 to 8 months you'll see a different me.
There will be changes being seen yet again, and I'm sure another blockbuster as always.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We're getting in the gym and get some stuff done. All right, guys.
Yeah.
We'll go with a heavier exercise to fail in about 30 seconds. Then take an ab exercise or a conditioning exercise that's going to be of an intensity that will make you fail within 30 seconds or so.
Okay.
Then we move over to a 60-second exercise, like more of a focused tension hypertrophy movement. There you go. Bring them right down, bring them right to the outside of your chest. Touch right here. There you go. 1, 2, come on. Both. Go 3 more. 1, 2, both. Heavy bench.
Yeah.
That gets the first spot, the 30-second spot.
Yeah.
5 rep max, 4 rep, 8 rep, 7. Then it goes into something focused, something that you can really squeeze on. All right, so let's take this one to, we'll go to failure.
How many reps?
Let's see let's see what you got. I said don't count reps, make your reps count. The focused tension is what creates the muscularity. Not just getting from point A to point B, getting it here and making it as difficult and uncomfortable right here, okay? Chest contraction when you cross midline. So when that hand crosses midline, you got it. That's it right there. Now the overall benefit here is you keep moving. So you also get an additional elevated heart rate that stays up for the whole workout. You kind of kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Squeeze it, keep the chest out in front. You got it. Perfect. And all this is a little move. All you're trying to do is clear your shoulders, right? Clear your shoulders. That's it. Here, go ahead, ready? Against my hands. Squeeze, almost turn them, feel that? It's literally right in that crevice, right? Feel it? Yeah. 1 more, go. Pull, 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 pull. There you go. Good, and down. That's it, bring your ass out towards me. Try to show me. Curl it under. There you go, just like that. That gets the abs more. Pull, there you go. Drive it up. 4 more, let's go. 3, come on. 2, you got it. Ass out that window there. There you go, 1 more. Nice. So now, the goal of the pull-ups was, I'm just trying to move, right? I gotta get myself onto that bar.
Yeah.
And if you were doing a deadlift, I'm getting this shit off the floor and I'm gonna move it. But now, the focus changed to, I want to really feel this right here, all right? So you want to get your arm away from your hip, right? And not just here, but like here, right? Because if I drop that back, I get even more of a stretch. Nice. There you go. Again, because we train in a time frame here, it's not necessarily about counting reps. You know, it's really about making the reps count. That's much more important than the certain number that you're doing. So it's always something you can step it down to, right?
Just keep going.
Yep. You got it. Come on. 30. 5, 4, come on. 3, 2, and 1. There you go, right? Take a breather. You got one last one, right? One last part. And every rep you get in this burn is a victory, okay? So keep going. Remember, this is your last one too, so keep it going, keep it going. All right, 4 more, let's go. 1, 2, squeeze it, squeeze it. Let's go, let's go. You got more? Come on, let's go. Come on. Oh, nice. Oh. All right. Good job. You got it. Come on. 30. 5, 4, come on. 3, 2, and 1. There you go, right? Now, if you were just going to train back or pull, right? Then you'd incorporate, if you did pull, you can incorporate bicep exercises, rows, deadlifts, pull-ups. But think of them in your head in terms of a strategy of like, what are the ones I gotta move some weight? They go in the front spot. What are the ones that I can really squeeze? They go in the middle spot. what are the ones that I can burn through? Those go in the third spot. And then whatever you're going to put in that 30, 60, 90 after them will be either you can mix them, abs conditioning, or you can do all abs or all conditioning.